Hello, and welcome to the Valentine's Day edition of the 3D Crew and Friends. Everyone else is here, so go listen to them. Steven! I'm sorry, folks, but Steven's feeling a little
heartbroken.
Yes, a certain boy decided he'd rather be a sniveling little toady lying to himself than get caught dating me. On Valentine's Day! So you understand he's not really feeling up to it. But the show must go on!
You just take all the time you need.
Well, I guess that makes me the main host now. So we start today with what else? Doctor Who.
They didn't have a Valentine's Day special this year.
I told you so.
Yeah, once I saw the promos, I kind of figured. Oh well, there's always next year. Unless there isn't. Oh yes, terrifying. That was good. It pulled off what it wanted to do.
I'm still seeing those fingers in my nightmares.
Oh, Tommy, come here. Well, I was just glad to see in Praxius that the Doctor is still romantic even after all the tragedy she's seen. Just like me.
Ah, yes, that's sweet. She's the perfect Doctor for a Valentine's Day special.
Yeah, this is definitely the Doctor to do one with. I just find it so weird since it's been on for years. Well, on and off. But I'm surprised I haven't done one yet.
It's not really surprising the classic series didn't have one.
Yeah, the whole thing was run by anti-romantics. Bleh! But we shippers, we shipped on.
Were there Doctor Who shippers back then?
Oh, probably. But it must have been really hard for them before 1996.
But you already think of a classic serial as a Valentine's Day special.
Yes, I've half-jokingly called the Mark of the Rani Doctor Who's Valentine's Day special, since it aired in February and has more shipping fuel than an oil tanker.
Roll the footage.
Hoist up your skirts, Perry. Off we go.
What guarantee would I have?
My need. That unique box of parasites will not go far. Only you have the formula.
The Time Lords will never permit it.
Who's going to alert them?
Indeed.
Rani is a genius. Shame I can't stand her. I wonder if I was particularly nice to her, she might... Nope. No, of course not.
Now hurry!
See what I mean?
Yeah, none of it ends well, but sure.
Amanda, why you gotta be like that?
You know, I think the serial after it, The Two Doctors, would be better for it, since it has the Doctor getting kissed and Jamie kissing Perry.
That's true. But overall, I think The Two Doctors is too violent to be considered a Valentine's Day episode.
You know, part 3 of Keeper of Traken aired on Valentine's Day. Isn't that the part that ends with Tremas's wife getting killed? Oh yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, that's like Happy fucking Valentine's Day, England. Well, it was the 80s, you know. So, Gina, I understand you were going to do a video counting down shows that surprisingly haven't done Valentine's Day episodes.
Yes, and Doctor Who was one of them. But then I realized I should wait and see if they're going to do one this year and stop working on it.
Well, what are some of the other shows that haven't done Valentine's Day episodes yet?
Well, in the whole history of the franchise, there has never been a Garfield Valentine's Day special. You'd think they'd have done one in the 80s to go along with the other holiday specials, but no! And nothing in Garfield and Friends, nothing in the Garfield show. But there's hope for this one too, since there's going to be a new Garfield series coming to Nickelodeon.
Oh yes, I'd love to see that cruel, lazy, selfish, inconsiderate jackass cat learn a lesson about appreciating his loved ones for one episode before he goes back to normal. Well, you don't have to watch it then. What's another show that hasn't done one yet?
Pokemon hasn't done one yet. Now, initially it was probably for the same reason as Doctor Who. It was supposed to be an aromantic show. Not that we shippers gave a damn. But now that taboo has been broken, I think it's about time.
Want to see Ash give a Valentine to his latest girl, eh? He's with a boy now, Dickie. Do try to catch up.
Well, the problem with shipping Ash Ketchum is the same as shipping the Doctor. You know the companions aren't going to be there forever, so getting too attached is futile. Doesn't stop me from shipping, but you've got to keep that in mind. No, I prefer to focus on two people who have been together the entire show and have no qualms about affection.
Let me guess.
I want some rocket shipping!
Atta girl.
You know what other long-range show has never done a Valentine's Day episode? Arthur. Even though there's an Arthur book called Arthur's Valentine right there to base an episode off of. But on the other hand, I've noticed that for all its other strengths, Arthur isn't exactly the most love-positive show. I mean, Muffy and Francine setting up their siblings didn't work. Buster's secret admirer was his mom. Blech! And don't even get me started on the square dance episode.
A lot of people won't like what you're saying, but it's the truth.
No, not until recently, with Mr. Ratburn's wedding, have they had a positive portrayal of romantic love. And I was happy to see that. It was an amazing moment. I loved Arthur for that. Too bad they had to ruin my love with their diss on Doctor Who.
Yeah, that's a deal breaker.
Well, I'd still like to see them adapt Arthur's Valentine, but they'd have to make some changes. Namely, in the book, Arthur has a crush on Sue Ellen, and that's never been the case in the show. Instead, I think they should introduce a new girl for Arthur to crush on. And for Francine to get jealous of.
You really do think these things ahead, don't you?
It's a gift.
Man, all these franchises have been around longer than we've been alive. And yet no Valentine's Day episodes.
Well, at least there's still hope they will. For shows that have ended like The Angry Beaver as well. And did you know Mork and Mindy never did a Valentine's Day episode?
Well, we do since we marathoned the whole show, but yeah, I guess that is an oversight.
It's one of the most romantic shows ever made, and yet not one episode of Mork learning what Valentine's Day is all about. It would have been hilarious. There was an episode in the second season that aired right on February 14th, 1980, and it was about the cast putting on a kid show to help Mindy's cousin run for office. No thank you. And what makes it worse, the episode that aired 2 weeks before, Jeannie Loves Mork, would have been a great unofficial Valentine's Day episode. In fact, I wonder if that was the plan, but ABC screwed it all up. You had one job, ABC!
Yes, you never thought a girl of our generation could be a Mork and Mindy fanatic, but you were wrong.
You doing okay, Stephen?
It must be nice to have your only problem be a 41-year-old TV show lacking a Valentine's Day episode.
Oh, Stephen, whatever happens, we're here for you. Remember, love always wins in the end.
I'm just not sure I understand what love is anymore.
Well, I can tell you what it's not. It's not cowardly and weak like that boy. I think I can tell you what love is. Love is going to a Doctor Who convention dressed as Adric because the person you love is dressed as Nyssa and she ships them like FedEx. People snicker and point, but you ignore them. And then when the time comes for the town portion and she drags you on stage and starts saying, "My heart will go on," and people start laughing and taking video, but you don't run away. You take her into your arms and you make her feel like she's flying. That's what love is.
That was beautiful, Tommy.
It sure was.
You know, even though Gina says this should be a strictly romantic holiday, I just want you to know, right now, we're showing how much we love you.
Yeah, Dickie and I gave up our plans to be here with you.
We're your friends, and we want to help you through anything.
Because we love you, Stephen.
I love you guys too. Come on, everyone, big group hug. Aw, can you feel the love at home, folks?
Are you ready to host now?
You bet.
Good, then you can introduce our special guest.
That's right, folks. We promised you her, and now here she is via internet magic, 90s kid Ozzie Madison. Ozzie, can you hear us? Hi, kids. I was wondering when I'd get to be on your show.
How's your Valentine's Day going?
Well, I spent both my jobs watching men desperately trying to find last-minute gifts for their partners. It's easy to give good recommendations in a record store. Not so much in a mini-mart.
Well, since you're a 90s kid, tell us what Valentine's Day was like in the 90s.
For me? Well, probably not too different from what you guys have.
Actually, it is since they banned it at our school.
Stupid adults. Anyway, everyone in class had to give literally everyone else Valentine's so nobody felt left out. We all saw what happens when someone gets left out in Be My Valentine Charlie Brown and The Simpsons I Love Lisa. Anyway, I got some pretty neat Valentines from like Animaniacs, Beauty and the Beast, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I wish I still had them, but Mother said they were just clutter. Why did I listen to her?
What were your favorite Valentine's Day episodes?
You know, I don't remember seeing any Valentine's episodes of my favorite cartoons. I didn't have cable back then, so I missed out on Arnold's Valentine and all that. No, I mainly remember seeing them on sitcoms.
Well, which of those do you like?
Well, I like the Valentine's episode of Friends where the girls do the cleansing ritual. Let's see. Oh, I like the third Rock from the Sun Valentine's episode. Is that show still in reruns?
No.
Well, it should be. Oh, and Frasier's Valentine's Day episode began with a hilarious physical comedy bit from Niles.
Yeah, that's on YouTube.
But you know, you can't go wrong with classic Simpsons. I already mentioned I Love Lisa. But you know, I actually prefer Season 10's I'm with Cupid. That's kind of teetering on the edge of what people would call the classic era, but I don't care. I love it. Oh, and South Park, Tom's Rhinoplasty. Classic Stendy is the best. Hey, Steven, how you feeling? A little better. Still have a sting deep in my soul, but I'll be all right. Well, just to let you know, it gets better. Thanks.
If it gets better, how come you don't have a Valentine?
Tommy!
Sorry.
Well, it gets better if you're gay. But not if you're a chubby 90s girl with the social skills of a doorknob.
Come on! Don't talk about yourself like that! I believe in you!
Well, you see, it's so simple for you kids. All you have to do is work up the nerve to say you like each other and hang out together. When you're an adult, there's all these rules and expectations. You know, I had a boy too when I was your age. He also saved me from bullies. So I followed him around and we'd hang out and watch The Simpsons and tell dirty jokes when the grown-ups weren't around. Then we got sent to different middle schools. I tried to keep in touch, but then he moved away and I never saw him again. Kids, don't ever let anyone separate you, because you've all got something special. You got that?
Yes.
Well, thanks for dropping by, Ozzie. No problem. You kids have a happy Valentine's Day. Oh, and all Valentine's Day candy is 50% off starting tomorrow, so come and get it.
Okay, we will.
Bye, kids. Bye-bye. Well, I think it's time to say bye-bye to you, too. Just try and have a happy Valentine's Day. Just remember, we love you.